be glorified dress rehearsals, you know, get to show up and stuff that we organized. And then we can close it down, you know, at 8 or whatever.
I mean, there's people you can call too, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I know Travis Jones likes dressing creepy and scaring people.
We got Jody and Dane again.
All right, here we are here at the annual Creepshow auditions here, Cutler Brothers Theater, Deer Lodge, Montana. Now, Kelly, how many years have we been doing this Creepshow?
Doing Creepshow for 9 years. Well, this will be our 9th year, which is crazy because we kind of just, set it up in 2012. We realized you couldn't just make this place work by doing summer theater. So October rolled around and we're like, let's do like a haunted house type thing, which was really cool.
Yeah. So there we go. There it is. 9th straight year doing Creepshow. All right.
Yeah, so this will be the 8th of the 9 creep shows I've been a part of. Most time I am a tour guide, so I'll bring people in and then bring them through and then hand them off to different tour guides.
Oh, hanging in there. How about you guys?
Good. You ready to do another Creepshow?
Sure. When are we going to do it?
Well, we were thinking about doing it for 3 weeks, starting on the 16th. Just Fridays and Saturdays.
6 shows.
Yeah, I might miss one weekend then.
Okay.
So here we are live at the Creepshow auditions here at 6:08 p.m. We get started here pretty soon, right?
Yeah, we have about 10 people here, which is cool because I guess it depends on the story, once we see the interest level. This is just an opportunity for people to get involved if they want to get involved. But after this, we will start contacting people and putting together the cast that we want.
Cool.
October 16th will be our opening day, and then we'll run it Fridays and Saturdays for 3 weeks, okay? The reason we're doing 3 weeks instead of normally 2 is because we're not doing an October show, and yeah, again, this theater just needs to generate income somehow, so we're like, let's take advantage of Creepshow, okay? The first weekend, who knows what the crowds will look like. We'll call them glorified dress rehearsals. If nobody's showing up, or if we're not getting a lot of people, we can close her down at 9:30, whatever. But there'll definitely be some good dress rehearsals to get us into those final 2 weeks. Final 2 weeks, we normally do it, so I'm sure we'll have normal crowds. In fact, I've already had several phone calls on if we're doing the Creepshow or not.
So here we are backstage for the 9th annual Creepshow. Auditions are tonight. It's going to be amazing to see who comes out and what this year's Creepshow has to offer. Creepshow has always been a big tradition for our theater. We get a lot of people every single year, every single October. This can be different with coronavirus going on. It's going to be a lot of different stuff going on with coronavirus. But we're happy to see who's going to show up tonight for auditions for this year's Creepshow. And then we're going to actually contact people and try to fill this cast of Creepshow. Again, this is amazing production we do every single year. It's super, super scary. We do an on-stage plot, and then we do the entire... we drive them through a haunted house type situation. So first there's a big onstage plot and everything, performance of many different actors and actresses, and then we lead them through an actual haunted house. Each segment's about, 20 to 30 minutes. Really cool stuff.
Okay, anyway, the idea I have is a traditional bring them so they get their tickets in the box office, bring them in through the front like kind of we did for the Stephen King one in The Purge. Then they'll sit down and they'll watch a stage show. I'll get to the stage show here in a moment. Then they'll go out this way. The people from the stage show will basically be the guides, like normal. I haven't figured out the setup of how we're going to pass off the group to one another. Because like The Purge, we had an initial person, then we just kind of let the people go by themselves. I'm not sure if we want to do that or have like someone along the way leading them. The idea I have for the stage show, originally I was going to go like the Saw, like the Jigsaw theme, but... I don't want to directly, say, okay, this is what we're doing, and directly straight up copy that. So I was like, okay, let's just make it a little more simple, because if you're going Saw, tech-wise, it's going to be a whole hell of a lot more work setting up all this different stuff. So I veered towards more you have the stage show up here, and these people find an abandoned haunted house, and so they watch the cursed videotape. Then from there, they have to kind of more or less play a game or follow the rules to get out of the entire house, because they can't go back the same way they came. So that's basically the story. And there's 3 actors on stage, but I haven't. So that's what I got for the stage show, and I don't plan on reading that till Tuesday, I think.
So I'm sorry. So they go through that way, loop that way, go down to the basement, come up, and then go out the box office.
Yeah. So
And then probably get their tickets
if
over
you
there,
want
too.
since you're new, and well, a couple of us are new. Most everyone else has been on a creep show here. So for the 2 new people, so the traditional way, we'll bring them in after everyone got their tickets. Okay, you got the 7:30 show, whatever. They'll come in, they'll sit down. We'll go through. Jerry is usually good at going through the rules. Don't do this. Don't talk back. Don't be disruptive. Blah blah blah. You can't go in there if you're intoxicated. Yeah. Keep your phones away. All that crap.
Do the people have to have masks or distance, anything, or just?
I'd say I'd say we'll definitely put in regulations. I guess it depends on Deer Lodge, Powell County at the time.
Cool.
But as of right now, group sizes are going to be limited to like 10, 15 people, so it's like, and most groups, once they get their tickets, they just chill outside anyway.
Cool.
We'll do what's mandated by the county.
Plus, we have, it's not like you're going to have a full house here, then you're taking everyone at once through the whole thing.
So we had some questions in the audience about coronavirus and the regulations we're doing for coronavirus. What are we doing with the coronavirus when it comes to this creep show?
I'm not too concerned. We have less than 4 cases in the county, and I mean we don't even gotta be concerned about it because the state mandates and the county mandates are so easily met in Powell County.
Yeah.
Already. I mean, we've read everything, so show me where we're going wrong here.
So you think we're good with no masks at all for creep show?
Again, to each his own. I don't care what anybody does. It's just we're going to follow the mandate as for now, and I don't see it changing before Halloween, which is our last show. With us right now being a theater, it's literally mandated by the state that we can have 50 people in here with no questions asked. You're supposed to try to socially distance and have hand sanitizer and stuff like that. But 50 people, it seems, according to what I've read, it seems like the state doesn't care, especially if you have 4 or less cases. So.
Well, and you can leave it to the individuals too. I mean,
Yeah.
you got 10 people there, and you got a group of 5 and a group of 5, and this group of 5 wants to be together. They can have a gap between this group of 5. And this group.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I
They
mean?
know they're coming in. I mean, it's our 9th year, so they know they're coming into a haunted house, But we'll do whatever we need to at the time of when the show rolls around.
Sorry. With that being said, Marquise, just to kind of wrap that whole up, they'll do the stage show. Then from there, there'll be like little bits, kind of vignettes along the way, like characters out there along the way.
So my involvement in the Creep Show, the truth is, I don't even know what my involvement is yet. This is my first Creep Show ever. I have heard stories about the Creep Show. The thing is I'm usually out of town by now. I'm usually working for another theater company. And now that there's the global pandemic happening, I have been staying in Deer Lodge, and I'm super excited to do my very first Creep Show. If I would have to guess from the meeting that we just had, I would say my job would be more of a tour guide, just listening to the description of what that might be. But either way, whatever I do, I am super excited to do it.
This is just kind of a logistical thing, but the attendance for Creepshow has significantly gone down over the years. Like last year was our lowest attended year. The year before that was the lowest attended year. Wow. So I don't know why that is, but doing it for 3 weeks, you guys can help us promote. And again, I know, a little stipend isn't the reason any of you are here, but if we get a ton of people here, we don't mind, sharing the wealth, so to speak. But the attendance, we got like 240 people last year, which is pretty
I
bad
think
for a
people,
Creep Show.
since the prison opened back up, they go and wait in line there. It takes for them to
Forever.
there. That by the time we're done there, they don't want to come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're so small.
I wish I knew the
Prison's
reason.
not doing their haunted house this year.
Good.
Oh, they're not. Okay.
I saw on Facebook.
But you're doing the show, yet the old prison is not doing the show because of coronavirus. Explain that to me.
That's a different entity. They're a nonprofit. I think they have membership. And when you're a nonprofit and you have membership, you like I said, you have 100 bosses. You don't just have one. So I think that they're in a bigger, pickle than we are. They have a lot of people to answer to.
What do you think about the coronavirus and haunted house? Should we just cancel the whole thing?
No. It's like anything. Go to a grocery store. Same shit. Easy to space people out.
Oh.
It's not like they're coming in for one show, 100 and whatever
Yeah.
people that we
Yeah.
never get.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's a virus like any others, like the flu virus. It is more highly contagious, but if you look at the statistics and the death rate, it's not as deadly as we were thought to. It had been believed to be. We also found out that in March, China was actually releasing a series of propaganda tapes, which China has a firewall in China. So anything coming from China is potentially almost not possible unless they release it through the government itself. They are a communist state and are in complete control of their citizens there. So they found that there was a large propaganda system coming from China that was divulged to the entire world that sort of started the hysteria behind the coronavirus. Or there's 30 different coronaviruses, but the COVID-19 to be specific. So there's that.
Honestly, God, that depends on if you know your crowd, and us guides kind of know. If you have a bunch of drunks from the bar, yeah, you know what you can say. You're not gonna say the same thing to them that you're gonna say to a bunch of junior high kids.
Yeah. No, Matt, you